So that was an awesome dive. You guys are not gonna want to miss this episode. Watch to the very end because we seen some insane critters that we don't see every day. I even got a few good photos, but lots of good videos. So watch till the end. It's gonna be worth it.
Critter hunter.
Today,
I'm sleepy now. Okay, go diving.
you just had your chicken though.
I need more.
It's good when we come early to these night dives because it's not too dark to film.
Yeah.
Sarkoya.
Hello.
Another day, another night dive.
Yeah, another day, another night dive. Again.
Vanilla beans with us.
Vanilla beans. It's cold.
Cold already? That's not good.
I have a plastic bag in my box.
There's guitar. They found turkeys today and they're amazed by the noise they make.
That's how our mating call.
That's the Filipino mating call. So we're here at Rocky's Reef. Not been here in a while, like three months at least. Somebody put up a fence. I gotta make sure I can get down to the beach still. Somebody blocked our way. What is going on? Site has so many thorns. Now all these boats are in my way. We found a new path to the dive site through here. Try to block the critter dive site. Can't keep me from the critters.
Like how long? No, just because it's like they cut it up and my hair is so thin, so it's like coming down.
You found a
just like
walking way?
Yeah, just be careful of the aroma.
Roma,
Aroma, the pointy.
the pointies. I don't want the pointy on my toes.
Roma.
The aroma.
Why they trying to block our way, Alex?
I don't know.
This is critter location. Alright, well anyway. It's about 6 o'clock, 6:10, and we're gonna wait till 6:30. That's the earliest you should do a night dive here. Gets nice and dark, stuff starts coming out. You could go right now, you would still need lights, but stuff really starts coming out after 6:30. Even the later the better, but it gets cold. My friends get cold, they want to come back. It's hard to do a 90-minute dive when you're freezing. Earlier today, during the day, the water said it was 27 degrees Celsius. So that's pretty much as cold as it gets here. 26 maybe. I've only seen it once or something. But we'll see. So the goal here today, well, same as always, finding different species, different critters. Of course, I'm always looking for new species of nudibranch because I'm gonna work on a part 2 of the book that me and Phil did, a part 1. And I'm having fun now that I'm using a flash and kind of paying attention to photos. I've learned it's a lot easier at night for me with this little snoot. And yeah, as usual, I'm videoing everything that I can. But then on some cool stuff, especially if it's new, I'll take my time and do some photos. And yeah, at night it's a lot easier for me. I can turn on the little spotlight or focus light on the flash so I can see where the flash is gonna go. Because with this snoot, the light is like this big, and it's really hard to see that you're in the right spot when you're looking at the screen of the camera. So yeah, should be a good night. The tide is slack tide, medium. There's no big waves. This dive site is always good, so should be some awesome critters. Well, we're going to one of my top 3 favorite night diving locations, Rocky's Reef, and it's a short drive from my house. The first critter I see is this little tiny cuttlefish. At first I thought it was a bobtail squid, but then when I get a different angle, I see there's no long tentacles or anything like that. I think it's just a juvenile cuttlefish, and he's just wandering around in the sand. It's funny how he changes color when my light hits him. He tries to go white or clear. It's pretty cool. We also seen one of these polybrink nudibranch, and it's not the easiest. I would even say, along with Circe, these guys are my little nemesis. They're so hard to film, and you know, it's so hard to focus, and even when I get a perfectly clear picture, it's hard to tell what it is. It just looks like a blob of seaweed, but it's still one of the coolest nudibranch in the world, you know, with that cool camouflage. And then we ran into a pygmy pipe horse, and this guy was pregnant. Again, I didn't get very good footage because these guys are so tiny, but they're also sensitive. I don't like to mess with seahorses, pipefish, pipe horses, or anything like that. They're pretty sensitive and fragile, so I'm not even barely using the light. It's off in the distance, probably 5 feet away, and I'm trying to film from that distance. But, you know, I'm not trying to get National Geographic. I'm just trying to show you guys what exists in the wild in the Philippine oceans. And this is one of the most unique and cool little species that a lot of people haven't seen before. So this guy's long body is actually about the length of my pinky. Not very big at all, and pretty hard to find. Here's a cool little nudibranch. I've seen these guys before, so I didn't spend too much time on it, but this is a really colorful one. I really like this guy. I'm pretty sure that this guy is featured in our book as well. I'll put the book down in the description below in case you guys want to get it. Our book has around 300 different species of nudibranch and flatworm, all found only around Darwin, only in Negros Oriental, not anywhere else in the Philippines or the world. So just here in this area, we found already 300, and who knows how many more there are. I don't think anybody knows. Here's a cool little tube worm. These guys are pretty colorful. They really come out at night. This is one of the weirdest shrimp I've ever seen. I have no idea what the name of this is. Some of you guys always comment and tell me the names of things. I'd like you to tell me what this shrimp is called because it's so weird. He just has these long arms that reach back and bury himself in the sand. And he's not scared of me at all. I mean, I was really close here using my snoot. The snoot was probably only like 6 inches above his head. And he's not bothered at all. He's just kind of laying there and covering himself. Here's a different angle. It's so weird, man. Usually shrimp are jumping around and nervous. And, you know, we're thinking about making a book of shrimp species, but they're just so hard to film. But not this guy. Here's a close-up of his face. Such a weird dude. I guess I haven't filmed a leaf sheep in a while, so I found leaves everywhere, and eventually there's always a leaf sheep on some of the leaves. This guy is one of the more common, maybe the most common one out of all the leaf sheep here in Darwin. And it's kind of bigger, you know, maybe the size of my fingernail. and a little bit easier to film. So this is a giant conch shell, and the reason I'm showing you this is because on the back was this guy, a tiny little emperor shrimp riding on it. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because it's awesome, it's semi-rare, I don't see it very often. But look how hard it is to film. This conch shell is alive, and he's walking across the sand, or slithering, whatever conchs do, I don't know. And I'm trying to film this tiny little shrimp that's about the size of a fingernail clipping, while this shell is just walking around. It wasn't the easiest thing to do. It was really tempting to hold that shell down in place and make him hold still. But still, I got a decent photo or two of the little shrimp. But again, nothing National Geographic worthy. So that was a pretty good little dive. Saw a lot of stuff, but not as much as we normally see on this dive site, because this is one of the best dive sites in Darwin, kind of our secret little hideout, and we normally see a ton of stuff. We didn't even go to, like, if you've been watching this channel a long time, there's this like rock shelf where we always find this huge red Cersei nudibranch, and we didn't see that this time. We didn't even go there because there was a bit of a current. And we still saw lots of cool stuff, little seahorses, all kinds of cool stuff. So now you guys are always asking this. That dive was about 18 meters max, average about 10. And then the temperature was actually really cold. It was 26 degrees Celsius, maybe 25. I didn't check the whole way, but I saw 26. And that's about as cold as it gets here, at least here in Darwin. So pretty cold, but still awesome little dive site, or awesome little dive with plenty of little critters to observe and film and show you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow on the next one.